welcome to the Module 9, RIS and PACS. Are they the same, and how they work together? And of course, again, notice that this is just general information. You have to consult the local laws and regulations about the activities you are going to take. And are the PACS and RIS the same? No, they are not. They are different systems, as it was explained in the previous modules. And this is not only by name, but also by their functions. The main difference is that the picture archiving and communication system stores the patient images, and the radiology information system stores data that is related to the images. And they need to work together. So who needs them? Fairly speaking, general practices, some small clinics or centers, hospitals that do not have imaging facilities, they do not need PACS and RIS, and some image files can be viewed on general display. So they need probably only the hospital information system or other system connected to the electronic health records, to the healthcare system, and so on. But probably they do not need neither PACS nor RIS. However, the hospitals with imaging department, of course, they need both RIS and PACS, and they may be integrated in the same module, or to have RIS with the hospital information system as a different module, but they need all these systems. Some small health institutions that perform a relatively small number of images may question the efficiency of these two systems. But there are some flexible schemes for them. They're open source systems, and provided these healthcare institutions have need of imaging department or imaging devices, probably they have substantial benefit having this. So they may not question some additional facility, some that will facilitate their work. So what about the modules of the radiology information system and the picture archiving and communication systems? The RIS usually is only software, and with the PACS it is complicated. In most of the cases, the PACS is considered only software, or software plus some hardware, and sometimes it is considered the complete hardware software components. However, these differences is because the picture archiving and communication systems they include some parts that are usually not supplied with the software. And software is supplied with some of the hardware, but not with all of them. So, for example, you may see the structure of such systems. You have the software installed on the server. You have the modalities with the technologies workstations, and you have the archive, the workstations, and the CD and DVD. Of course, the software is the one that controls the workflow, and when you purchase the software, you have to consider the proper licenses. Otherwise, you'll finish with something that will not work for you. And these systems, for example, may support other image format different than DICOM, but if you need such, you have to look if it is included in the standard version, if it is optional version, or if it is not available at all. The software, the PACS, are on specific operation system, and you have to be sure that your operation system is compatible with the software, or otherwise you will finish with something that will not work for you. And for example, if you live in a country in which it is forbidden by the regulations to export the patient data outside the hospital or to export to the cloud because there are such restrictions in some countries, then the easiest option is to disable the web access or to the external export or whatever. It will be done this in the software system. The modalities, they of course not supply to the system, although manufacturer of modalities usually provide and they may offer the PACS system, but the modalities sometimes some people consider devices as modalities. This is not correct. The modalities actually are the technologies. So we're speaking when speaking to modality about modality, this is the CT, the computed tomography, not computed tomography scanner. Computed tomography scanner is the device, and computed tomography is the modality. The same with positron emission tomography, magnetic resonance imaging, ultrasound, and so on. The servers, usually there are two servers, the main server on which the system runs, and the archive server. The main server, you have just to check and to ensure you have enough memory or the CPU is compatible and there is enough storage space. And this is specified by manufacturers. In many cases, there are minimum requirements and recommended requirements. The servers that are used for archive, they have to be large, with large storage capacity, and in order to have as many exams as possible, the exams are compressed. Compression can be different, and you may have higher compression rate, so to have smaller file, but just to be done with lossy compression, and you may have lossless compression, but then the file will have larger size. And there is a special tag in the DICOM to indicate that the compression that has been performed had been lossy, and this tag shall not be changed. The workstations, there are several types. They display images and provide image manipulation facilities. As already explained, manipulation is not a bad thing in this case. This is just processing of the image to enlarge or to rotate or whatever. And there are dedicated radiologist workstations with many capabilities. They have several displays, usually 2 or 3 displays. They have many advanced options, and they have reporting tool. And this reporting tool can be, for example, with artificial intelligence or some other technology of voice to text conversion to facilitate the work of the radiologist. And this is very useful. The general viewing workstations are normally used outside the radiologist. This can be done on any type of display, and of course they have limited capabilities. And there are technologists' workstations. They are next to the devices, and they are used by technologists for checking the patient data, the protocols, and then to verify the images that are acquired. The network is very often overlooked, but it is an important part of the system, and especially the bandwidth. It is very important because the DICOM files that are used in radiology usually have large sizes. And you may imagine the early Ethernet speed with 10 megabits per second, and or even less with the first networks, even less. But now we are speaking about 400 gigabits per second. So the transfer time depends on the speed, and of course the faster transfer is beneficial. So once again, the PACS is software plus some other systems, but most of the hardware is often not considered as the PACS. So if you purchase the PACS, do not expect to have modalities and network included in it. Or sometimes you may have to purchase the servers additionally. So thank you very much for your attention.